As we work together to build our strengths, we can help develop those around us and those we teach. Each month, we will have a mini lesson for staff covering the same topic as our character lesson and monthly character traits. The whole child development character traits we will cover throughout the year are creativity, proactivity, honesty, kindness, self control, emotional intelligence, grit, judgment, and gratitude. As we are sharing the staff discussion lessons with you, a few things to consider. Connections for staff and teammates. Feel free to discuss these topics in teaming or PLC groups. How can you incorporate the monthly character trait in your classroom? This is an opportunity to share ideas. We will have a couple of questions at the end of the lesson where you can reflect. Then we can share some of those reflection and ideas with all staff. Personal and professional growth, and focus on emotional health and wellness. This month we are talking about creativity and problem solving. The goal of the lesson is to familiarize staff with mindsets and behaviors regarding whole child so that we can facilitate growth of creativity. We want to identify and foster character strengths that will build resilience, lifelong learners. In the same manner, we hope that educators will identify strengths and show willingness to grow in areas such as purpose, self control, curiosity, and creativity, the focus of the lesson. Think about what types of creative games and activities you enjoyed when you were a kid. A couple things that come to mind are Cabbage Patch Kids, Play-Doh, things like that. What did you enjoy playing and being creative with as a child? Using creativity when solving a problem. Explore potential solutions without judging or dismissing ideas. Develop new perspectives. Reframe problems as questions. What is the deeper issue here? What else do I need to know? What does this problem look like from another perspective? The next slide, there will be a short clip. Think about what ideas it brought to mind while you were watching.
We have to have creativity in order to get to new solutions. If we don't have creativity, if we aren't making leaps of the imagination, then all our new ideas are in fact just old ideas repackaged.
Creativity isn't a liquid. It isn't a vitamin. It isn't an element. It isn't an abstract compound. Creativity, just as technology, is the byproduct of human imagination.
Artists, through their creativity, they actually they go in places in the gray zones where nobody goes. Sometimes it's there, you actually help solving problems without even knowing about it, just by recreating interaction between people, by bringing communities back together.
I remember when I was becoming a grandmaster, a big impetus for me was studying Aikido. And the idea that a martial art that says it's not about your ideas or your desire to attack, but taking your opponent's energy and using it against them. To think about it from the opponent's point of view really infused my game with just a whole new way of playing.
To say, how does creativity help solve problems? That is what you do. Creativity is a problem-solving practice.
My style juking, it's a lot of footwork, a lot of glides and slides. I've noticed a lot of jukers back in the day weren't like staying up on their toes as long. So I would challenge myself to, try to stay up on my toes the longest. But at the same time, that creativity, that whole creative process helps with my balance in the world, It helps with my overall balance, period.
When there's a problem, most people want to solve it from point A to point B. But by virtue of it being a problem, that means that route is not available to you. So the ability to pivot, to zig and zag, to make mistakes work for you is inherent in improvisation.
You have to risk, you have to fail, you have to take chances. And that's how you know where the edge is. That's how you know what happens. So creativity always comes out of that willingness to throw yourself out there and to see.
Creativity is a wonderful way to help solve problems, especially old problems and tired problems that people have been thinking about for a long way and they get stuck. And here comes creativity that allows us to not have to follow necessarily a linear process, but you can leap over that and find a new way of solving the old problem.
Some common barriers to creativity problem solving. Some barriers that might keep us from utilizing the creative problem-solving approach: lack of confidence, avoidance, fear of failure, lack of curiosity, fear of peer judgment, time constraints, lack of diversity and perspectives, resistance to change, perfectionism. Keep these barriers in mind. Brainstorm ideas that could help you and your students increase creative problem-solving skills. How might we navigate and overcome barriers when developing our students to become more creative problem solvers? Please complete the link that is in the Friday Facts from today. A couple of questions there, and thank you for your time.